We're going to do something a little unusual with this turkey. That sounds really weird. We're going to cook this turkey in a little bit of an unusual fashion today. We're going to slow roast him. Now, I know a lot of people get very paranoid about low temperature roasting of poultry. But trust me, there's no bug on here that can kill you that's going to survive this process. We're going to have our oven set at 200 degrees, and one way we're going to make sure that the inside of the turkey gets safe and all the bugs on it get killed is that we have it on a vertical roaster. And even though we're not going to roast the turkey vertically, we're going to leave the vertical roaster inside the bird because it's going to conduct the heat inside the cavity. So it's going to be perfectly safe to roast at a low temperature. You're not stuffing the bird. You would never want to do that with a low temperature application like this. But slow and low roasting for poultry can be remarkably effective. If you've seen our other videos, you know how to brine him, you know how to prep him, you know how to season him. We haven't put a lot of seasoning on this particular bird because we want the flavor of the bird to shine through all by itself. But it could use a little bit of salt and pepper, even though it's already been brined. So just for fun, I'm going to put on a little bit of our seasoned salt mix. Recipe for this is available on the website. If you don't feel like making it yourself, we'll be happy to send you some. And our seasoned pepper. And we're going to try to make sure he gets seasoned pretty well on all sides. You don't need a lot of salt because he's been brined. So that looks pretty good. We're leaving the vertical roaster in, and we're going to cook them breast side down for at least the majority, if not all, of the cooking time. I've got them on a very shallow rack here. That's going to help promote air circulation all the way around the turkey and make sure it cooks properly. If you just had a regular roasting pan with a rack, that would be fine too, but the more air you can get moving around this little guy, the better off you're going to be. Let's spread his legs out nicely. It sounds rather obscene, but this is going to help the air, the hot air, get inside the cavity of the bird, which is pretty important. And to that end, I'm also going to leave this neck flap down so the air can move through the bird. We're going to put him in a 200-degree oven after we put the thermometer in him. And you've seen one of the things we've talked about is that we're going to insert the thermometer from the bottom end so that the probe part is in the thickest part of the breast up here. If you put the thermometer in at this end, your probe would be way down here and it would be the thinnest part of the breast and not give you an accurate reading. If you put it in this way, it's in the thickest part of the breast and you'll get a much more accurate reading. So in he goes. You can feel it's going right into the thickest part of the breast right there. Okay? But again, breast side down, you can really remove this plastic thing which is getting in the way. I don't know really why they put those in the bird. Well, I do know why, but it's stupid. Okay? Into a 200-degree oven. My turkey's not nearly done, but it is at about 120 right now, which means we've got another half hour to hour left to go. So what I'm going to do is turn him over breast side up so the breast can brown, and I'm also going to reverse the way he is in the oven so the legs get a little more heat, just to make sure they're fully done. Well, my turkey's at almost 150. I've got to say, color isn't great. Probably should have given it a little more high heat at the beginning to get that a little more brown. But it's not bad. It's a nice golden color. The skin is actually very, very crispy. Now, if we cut into it now, as always, it will bleed all over the place. So we're going to let it sit for a few minutes, and then we'll cut into it and see how we did. So let's just take a look and just get a sense of how we did. As always, what I really care about is the white meat. Let's just see how juicy it is in there. I think you can hear how crispy this is. The skin is very crispy. There's a lot of juice inside. And I gotta say, the texture of this is very, very silky. Wow. Very nice. Very juicy. Probably the tenderest turkey I've ever had. See, it's very juicy. It isn't pink. The lights may make it look that way, but it's not. It's thoroughly white inside and thoroughly cooked. but incredibly juicy. And the texture is silky, not like turkey. Wow, really fantastic stuff. Next time, if you have the time, try slow roasting a turkey. I think you're going to like it.